Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Guy Schaefer and welcome to the Huntsville Ice Sports Center. We're here in Huntsville, Alabama, starting tonight at the sweet hour of 10:30 p.m. We're going to be watching the Bandits as they take on the Assassins. That's right, the Bar Down Bandits and the Assassins are going to be playing at 10:30 at night, which means, hey, we'll get home well after midnight, so it's going to be an excellent day tomorrow when we get up and do our regular job. But we can't wait for the game to start. I can't wait for Dr. Landon Caton Dixon to get here. We're excited. We hope you are too. So get ready for another amazing evening of hockey night in Alabama. Well, Landon, we're getting ready to start this game between the Bandits and the Assassins. The referee signals to the goalie, hey, are you ready? And he says, no, I'm actually putting the goal together. And we can get a shot of that, Kelby. A job that normally referees would do, this goalie has taken it upon himself to assemble his own goal. And you got to admire that, Landon.
It's that type of tenacity and unwillingness to do their jobs that makes these refs very, very good at this type.
Some of the highest paid people I know. And here we go. There's the face-off. Puck's chopped up along the left wing. Pitcher's got it. He's breaking in on the left side. Glauner's into the slot.
Oh,
they score!
That is a goal.
Glauner got the rebound after Pitcher banged at it from the impossible angle. Let's take a look at that again, Landon, because Pitcher comes down the left side and Glauner is actually in the slot, but Pitcher decides to shoot instead. The puck bounced around somehow. Glauner got the rebound and punches it in the net. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bandits. Oh, that puck's chopped down and there's going to be a race for it. Here comes Locomotive Larry, and that could be ice. No, that is not icing. They waved it off. Assassins behind the net. Oh, it's out in front of the slot. Shot, tipped wide. Oh, he had an open.
Whoa.
Did he have an open net or what?
Roy is all over the place. Any empty space is quickly consumed by Roy in an attempt to prevent any pucks from getting in that net.
Kind of reminds you of the early days of MySpace.
Very true, very true.
Tough to get on that app. Doug Freese gets the puck back to him. Oh, it's a 2-on-1. Dickeroff misses man. Shot. Scored.
That is going to be a goal.
Yeah, if you take a look at that here in the replay, Landon, he came over the line. It looked like it was a 2-on-1, but really it was a 1-on-1. He made a little deep left and then come back right. The goalie, Roy G. Bibb, unfortunately, slid out of the net and gave him the whole net shootout. Here comes Larry Locomotive. He gets around Harbor. Oh, he's got a head of steam, this kid. He scored!
Oh, wow.
Roy G. Bibb got a little bit mixed up there with stick and the pad, and it kind of went in the 5-hole from almost an impossible angle. Ooh, good pickup by Buskin. Pitcher's got it now. Up to Glauner. Glauner's going to come back in. He shoots.
Oh,
he
my
scores
goodness!
right in the top corner. What a shot!
My goodness gracious!
Woohoo! Let's take a look at that again in slow motion there, Landon. There was a little bit of a scramble in the neutral zone. Pitcher intercepted the Assassin's puck, gave it to Glauner. Glauner steps over the blue line, couple skating steps, and just snaps a wrister into the top left corner. And this game is tied.
Makes my hips look smaller than they should be, which is what you want at the end of the day.
Listen, velvety corduroy, the right rib length can do that.
That's what I get sponsored to say. And their tagline, again, a beautiful penguin slide by Langmesser. You gotta appreciate that when you see it.
That was big Stan Levosky, and we'll have to get an instant replay of that because that was just absolutely beautiful. I thought I was at Icecapades for a second.
But women's clothes for men, their tagline is clothes for women that are made for men.
Made for men. I love it. I'm going to look them up. They probably have a website somewhere.
They probably don't. Now, back to the action. Hockey right down here.
Nice move by Glauner. Great stick handling. He gets it to Buskin.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Buskin shoots. He scores!
Buskin again. Unstoppable.
Way to go, Buskin. Let's take a look at that again in slow motion. They were trying to break out of their own end, but Glauner grabs it, sneaks down. It's sort of a 2-on-1. He rags the puck all the way down into the corner, comes out to Buskin. Buskin shoots, gets his own rebound, and boop, puts it in the empty net.
I got to tell you what, Guy, both teams are looking loose in a good way tonight.
That's what I'm thinking. Hockey skates and bounces back into the corner to Buskin. Oh, Buskin out
Oh
front.
my goodness!
Big Doug Freeze!
That's Doug Freeze, ladies and gentlemen, coming in hot with a spicy
Way
tap.
to go,
into the
Doug!
net.
Listen, we're gonna make, that would be a series of educational videotapes for young kids how to score goals completely by Doug Freeze, because that was beautiful.
Not everyone writes a book, but someone has to write one.
And after the face-off, Harbor, oh, he's got a shot here. Harbor's got pitcher in front. Gets it to pitcher up. Pitcher just couldn't get a stick on it.
Now, usually when Harbor touches the puck, it's not a matter of if, but when he's going to mess it up. And that time, he did not disappoint.
No, he didn't. He could have feathered that pass over, but he chose to shoot it about 90 miles an hour, and pitcher just couldn't get his stick on. Oh, here comes Harbor, 3-on-1. Harbor shoots on the goal. If only he had lifted his head up and looked, he had two men in the open. Well, anybody can make that mistake.
Anybody can, but we sure are glad Harbor did.
He's coming out of the corner into the slot. He gets poke checked. O'Hara's got the puck. Oh, that's kept in by James LeBlack. Down in the corner to Buskin. Buskin's looking for Freeze. Shoots. Oh, Freeze was guarded by three players. They know they're not going to let that guy have another shot again. Oh, that slides by the open net. Buskin couldn't get his stick on it. Puck's banged around to the left side. James LeBlack. Oh, he's out front. Shoots, scores!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, what a goal by James LeBlack.
James knows what he is doing out here, and he is very, very, it looks like apathetic about that goal. Really no celebration at all. I don't like to see that, but I do love to see the goal.
Got to go to Selly school. Let's take a look at that real quick, folks. Puck was kept in. Glauner banged away on the side of the boards, but picked up by James LeBlack. He basically just skated in and soft little backhand through the 5-hole, and it's 5-2 for the Bandits. He was looking at James LeBlack, but slides it back to Harbor instead. Harbor back to James LeBlack. We call him James LeBlack because he was on several episodes of Game of Thrones. Oh man, that was so close.
He was on several episodes of Game of Thrones, and in several different episodes, he played a horse. It was a beautiful performance, and that's why he gets paid the big bucks.
You know, not a lot of guys can play a horse in a believable fashion, but he did. Here comes Paul Pitcher into the slot. He's going to get a shot away. No, good defense. Langmesser, Harbor. Harbor gets the puck all the way over to Pitcher. Pitcher shoots. Oh, big save by the goalie, and once again stolen by his defenseman in a very loving sort of way. Oh, 19's got a break, but Langmesser's on him. 19 shoots. Big save by Roy G. Bibb. He doesn't know where that puck is. Don't move, Roy. That puck's probably right on, and it was right underneath you.
Now, we've seen goalies in the past use their butts to sit on a puck, and we love to see that action. I have not seen a goalie use his ankles quite in that way.
Like a nursing hen and her brood of chicks.
Goodness gracious, that is some good hockey action. My goodness gracious, Guy Schaefer, I really thought that there was maybe the main star of the new movie Cocaine Bear out, but it was actually just number 25, hating around for the effect.
He is not a small human being.
He is not a small, in fact, quite the opposite.
Dickeroff gets it up to Doug Freeze. He tips it to Glauner. Glauner coming in to Freeze. Pass to Doug. Doug,
oh, and they both go
he
down.
scores!
But the backhanded bicycle kick from the keeper, that's gotta sting a little bit, Guy.
I don't know who they'd give credit to. I think Buskin might get credit for that.
I think Buskin might, but that was a team effort, really by team effort of both teams working together in a moment of congeniality to make that goal happen.
Let's take a look at that replay because it was actually pretty cool. Glauner passed it to Freeze. Freeze couldn't reach it. It goes into the corner. Buskin grabs it and just sort of dumps it back in front of the net, and the goalie steered it into his own net. Stood up to the task and made a great save. They score!
There they go, the Assassins clawing their way back from
number 24. I called him earlier the old guy, but I really meant to say that's a very small helmet.
That is a very small helmet
on a fairly large noggin. Well, let's take a look at that replay because shot came from the point by the the big guy, and rebound right onto the stick of 24, and he just snapped it over the goalie. It's now 6-3. Kept in by number 14 of the Assassins. He's got it in the slot. He shoots, scores! Oh. That's a sniper shot right there, kids.
Man, number 14 putting some pepper behind that shot.
Certainly did. Let's take a look at that replay, folks. Bandits tried to get the puck out of their own end. Glauner gets stopped by somebody. It bounces to 14 in the slot, and he skates in and puts it low to the stick side.
Oh my goodness, that's Glauner, and he's got an open shot on goal.
Tell you what, that goalie knew where he was going. He said, you ain't going on the top anymore. I'm going to get it. And that's what he did.
Glauner gets a little bit confused sometimes when he's playing as to what his real goal is at the end of the day. And sometimes he thinks, hey, I think I'm just supposed to give this person the puck.
He said, I see someone stand between those posts. Why don't I just shoot it at him?
Glauner's a nice guy at the end of the day. His full-time job is a cupcake delivery man. And sometimes he just gets those wires crossed and ends up just delivering some cupcakes.
Here's your cupcakes, ma'am. No, there's no charge.
Ooh. Not really sure what's happening right now. It looks, Larry again with the puck.
Oh! What a great
It
play.
is a 1-point game.
That clock stopped with 40 seconds left on the clock. I'm telling you, Landon.
My goodness gracious, the Assassins are not letting anything go. Larry, the locomotive, coming in clutch with under a minute to go in the third period.
It was a great play by Larry the Locomotive.
Genetically, if I had any nails left, I would start biting them.
Well, the teams skate past each other, tip gloves, and say, good game, as one of the greatest sports traditions in all of sports is hockey players tipping each other's gloves at the end of the game. They say stuff they don't mean, but who cares?
My goodness gracious, what a good game.
That
Everybody
really
played
good.
their part, and the crescendo is my 4.5-hour drive home.
And we can thank Larry the Locomotive for making that game a lot closer. That last goal he set up to number 14 was absolutely beautiful.
The drama in this game was palpable. I could have cut it with a knife.
Like watching Hamlet for the first time.
Oh my goodness. But not nearly as boring.
Not nearly as boring. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us tonight here at the Huntsville Life Sports Complex. On behalf of my good, wise friend, Dr. Landon Kane Dixon, I'm Guy Schaefer, and just a reminder to you kids watching at home, don't be afraid of the corners, kids, and keep your stick on the ice. We'll see you next week. Speaking of which, are we doing this again?
I don't think we're ever doing it again. I think this is the last one.
Wow.
Yeah,
So this probably was playoffs then.
I think so.
Well, what a good one to go out on, because it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, my goodness. This game was so good it gave me gas.
And luckily, I ran out of gas X, or I would give you some.